Hello ladies and gents, I welcome you back to the final part of my PlayStation 2 collection video series. First of all, I told you I had it somewhere. Everything's literally in a box, like a big brown box, and all the games are jumbled up, so I knew it was somewhere, I just didn't have them in chronological order. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Probably one of my favourite Splinter Cells actually. It was very, very good. The co-op in it was very, very good as well. It just seemed to, like Hitman Blood Money done, it seemed to just gel all of the mechanics very well together, seamlessly. Chaos Theory is a fantastic stealth action game. If you've not played it, I'd pick it up. If you're going to be going back to playing it from the new ones, you might be in for a shock because the gameplay is drastically fucking different. But anyhow, the next game. I'm just going to keep up the tradition. Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King. I have sunk so many fucking hours into this game, it's untrue. It's fantastic. It's actually one of my favourites. The hero in it is, again your silent protagonist, Yannis, the big cockney motherfucker. Jessica is the female that's in it. She uses whips and stuff, things like that. It's just your typical standard Angelo, that's the guy's name, the royal type dude. Just your typical standard turn-based RPG. It's very, very similar to Phantasy Star, like the original Phantasy Star games. Get into a fight, you all line up, you see the enemies in front of you, you attack one by one. Very, very good fun, very, very funny game, very challenging, massive open world to explore. You get to run around on a, what's it called? Saber-toothed cat. You run about in a saber-toothed cat at one point. You've also got a boat. Dual Magus is the main antagonist. He's a big jester type dude. Very, very cool game. If you like JRPGs, try that. Very, very fucking good. This is somewhat of a cult classic. This one, Total Overdose. Think Max Payne in Mexico, and you have Total Overdose. This game is crazy. There's all these. It's pseudo open world. You get to drive about in cars. You can open the car door up to hit people with it. Get slow motion time. You do the El Mariachi type thing from El Mariachi, the film with no. Is it Antonio Banderas? Was it Antonio Banderas? I don't think it was. Whoever the hell it was. He comes in and he's got the rocket launcher inside the guitar case and the miniguns in the guitar case. Such a damn... Once Upon a Time in Mexico. They do that Once Upon a Time in Mexico as well. Very, very good game. If you like action and bullet time and slow motion and wall running and jumping and headshots and shooting people's hats off their head and making it float down on top of your head, you'll love this game. For definite. Again, kind of a cult classic, this game. Urban Chaos. Riot Response. Quite similar to the name of the PS1 game called Urban Chaos, where you played as the black girl and you ran around. That was originally on the Dreamcast, and then it came to the PlayStation 1. Urban Chaos is a first person shooter where you play as the Riot Response unit. You go in, you've got your police shield, you've got guns, you look after people, you rescue hostages and all sorts of things. Fantastic game. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's very, very different. It's different from a lot of games that you'd see, you've seen at the time. There was a lot of shooting, but there was a lot of other good mechanics in this. Very different game, but you'll like it. Trust me. I know these things about games. Okami. This also got a remaster for the PlayStation 3. I'd buy that one over the Nintendo Wii one. I've not played the Nintendo Wii one because I don't particularly like the Nintendo Wii control set. But this is the PlayStation 2. This is essentially a Zelda game, but you play as a wolf. And you can use the Celestial Brush. You hold R1 button, you hold down R1, the whole world turns into a canvas, and you can draw bridges, you can draw wind, you can attack, like you put a slash across them, you slash them in two. Okami's a fucking incredible game. Very much a cult classic. Did not sell very well at the beginning when it first came out. Now everybody wants it. And I have a copy. Haha. Maximo. Told you I had Maximo as well. Obviously the first in the series, so the Maximo games. The control scheme in this is good, but it's not as good obviously as the second one. The second one refined it a bit more. This is essentially the same game, hack and slash, platform and action, find your way through the levels to get to the end, very Ghosts and Goblins, cool as fuck. And Maximo was a pretty badass character as well, got to admit. The Suffering, £1.50, I got this for. This is, again, I own a lot of cult classic-y type games, a lot of games that didn't sell very well but were very, very good. You can play this in third person or you can play it in first person. And essentially, you're in a prison and, very Doom-esque if you're being honest, hell rises from underneath you, essentially. And there's different enemies and different demons and really, really, like, see if I can focus this in here. Like this guy here, I don't know if you can see that very well, but he's got blades on his hands, or blades for legs, and they've got needles coming out of their eyes, and they hold needles like that. If they get a hold of you, they try and inject you. A lot of the characters in this game, a lot of the enemies, are based on how they were executed, which I thought was really, really fucking cool. Bit like Silent Hill 2, where Pyramid Head and the nurses and stuff, they're all manifestations of the guilt and the feelings that James Sutherland has. Kind of the same in this. Very, very good game. There was a sequel, Ties That Bind, I think it was called, which was pretty decent. And I don't know, I used to have that and I have no idea where it went. Vice City Stories. I might actually just plug this in later on and play it actually. I've not finished this yet. And I don't even know why I haven't. And I know that you start on the second island in this game. So instead of starting on the first island, the islands are on in Vice City and you need to unlock the second one. You start off in the second one in the normal Vice City and you make your way over to the first island. Which is very, very strange. But Vice City Stories, pretty fucking damn good. Essentially it's the same engine as Vice City, the original one. Just a different storyline at a different time, which is pretty fucking cool. Only even though I've not finished it, because I've finished Vice City, I know what happens to this main character. And I'll say no more. I will say no more. Last 3 games. Freedom Fighters. This game was fucking brilliant when it came out. It still is brilliant now. People who made Hitman, I think it was IO Interactive they're called. Is it IO? It is IO Interactive. This game was amazing. This was a squad based shooter which was, I think this came out roughly the same time as Conflict. What are they called? Conflict? It was Conflict Desert Storm 1 and 2. I forgot about those games there. Desert Storm games are incredible, but this was a more simplified version. Like you could literally just hold in a button, aim at something, hold in a button, all your squad mates would attack. Hold in square button, they would all come back. Hold in circle, they would defend. Very, very easy to control, get to grips with. Very fun running around in basically America that's been taken over by the Russians. It is fucking cool as shit. You will not be dissatisfied with this one, I can tell you that now. This game will not disappoint you. If you're a fan of Hitman, fan of wartime shooters and third person shooters, you'll love this. Track it down. And second last one, Rogue Trooper, based on a comic strip. Didn't realise that until a couple of years ago. Very, very good game. Not a squad based shooter, but when your teammates get killed by your enemies, there's 3 in particular that leave behind their chips. So in this universe, when you die, the soldier dies, you can take out the chip that's got their personality in it and slot it in somewhere. One goes into your gun, one goes into your helmet, and I believe one goes into your backpack. Very, very funny, very witty, very, very, very good gameplay. Like the shooting gameplay is fucking incredible. It's a cover based system as well. Very, very good. Track that one down. Rogue Trooper. Fantastic. And last but not least, Guitar Hero 2. Don't even know how. I think this was bought from me brand new. This is the same copy of Guitar Hero 2 that came with my Guitar Hero 2 controller as well, the peripheral. Love it. Love these games. PlayStation 2 is one of the best eras when it comes to video games ever. I'm not going to say it any other way. You've seen my full collection now. That is all the PS2 games I've got. I will probably be adding to it. Obviously I've got an Xbox 360 collection and a PlayStation 3 collection as well, and my PS4 collection, and I think, did I say PS1? I don't know. And the PS1. So if you do want to see any more of that, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed that rundown of all the PlayStation 2 games I have. Leave a little like, leave a little comment, and subscribe for more gaming stuff and news and videos and all sorts. See you later guys. Bye bye.